with very, very tatty wings. And I think that this moth is at the end of its lifespan, because I can't imagine why it would be sitting out in the open like this. Yes, a lot of butterflies and moths will come down to watering holes to try and feed off the nutrients that are in the soil. We typically call it mud puddling. Butterflies do it the absolute best, but I don't know what it's doing here. You are going to get eaten. I wonder if it isn't actually dead, because I saw there was an insect sitting on top of it. Shall we see? Oh, there's a spider over here. Can you see it? Yeah. No, it's at the moth. Are you going to eat the moth? I suspect that this moth really is on its way out, because there was another little insect that was on top of it, and it wasn't even moving at all. It didn't even seem too bothered that it was in fact sitting there. And these are water spiders. We see them often. They're always around here. And sometimes we watch them catch things too. And there's lots and lots of them, but they're just so camouflaged that you can't always see them. I've seen a couple racing on past. Go and eat the moth. Eat it. Attack. This is not a voice command spider, unfortunately. We have to do a better job at training. However, it doesn't seem to be too interested in that moth. Well, at the moment, perhaps it's a bit early for breakfast, but off you go, back to Brent, who's got some very happy elephants. Oh, he did. Wasn't that crazy, though? Because I was wondering why that spider came running out and from behind me, and eventually we saw them sitting fairly close to one another. It sat, and then it raced and jumped onto the, not quite jumped onto it, but it looked like it launched itself, hey, Seb? It was quite cool. I don't know if maybe it was off the ground slightly and then pounced on that moth. That moth didn't even put up a fight. It didn't flap its wings once. It's definitely on its way out. And I could definitely see that by the tattiness on those wings. That's normally the first thing that deteriorates. So there we go. It's caught a meal. Now, obviously these water spiders are active hunters. They don't make webs to catch their prey. And so they're constantly on the go. Normally they position themselves at the edge of some vegetation and hope that a little insect that lives in the water comes through for some shade, or a tadpole or something like that. But of course they will take advantage of moths and butterflies, or like we said, which will come down and are often attracted by these mud wallows. So that was really quite cool. Now, it probably got a venom of some sorts. Now, venom's very important to things like spiders, to even to snakes. It helps, of course, break down all the, I suppose, whatever's inside that moth, so that it can suck it on up and carry on eating it. It was quite cool to see, in fact. We actually saw the takedown. It happened so quickly. You didn't get it, hey, Seb? No. You called just after Just after. It was so quick, though. Just all of a sudden went. And there it is. So it'll probably bite. It's probably injecting some venom now. Like I said, that moth didn't put up much of a fight, though, so I don't think it'll be too long before it kills it. And then I don't know what it's going to do with it, if it's going to take it, if it's going to move it, because this spider now is also quite vulnerable, sitting out in the open. It's got no camouflage whatsoever, and that moth is kind of giving it away. Then, Seb, I have another spider here. I don't know if you're quite interested in it. Is there movement? Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. See, so the moth is still alive. You can just see the antennas moving around. But that might be the venom also acting in now. Perhaps it's its last struggle for freedom. The spider seems to have a very good grip, though. Now, spiders... Oh, look at that. Oh, it is dragging it away. That's incredible. So I've never seen what a water spider does when it catches something big enough. Like I said, it's out in the open, not a good spot. Spider obviously knows it. Maybe it was just waiting a couple of minutes for that venom to set in. Let's see. That was so cool. Look at the... Do you see the incredible strength that spider had to lift that moth up? So it just goes to show, ants are not only the stronger insects out here, but even the spiders are pretty incredible. That was amazing. Goodness, it dragged that with absolute ease. There are lots of spots though I could go to. If I was a spider, I'd probably go to some of this grass that's growing out of the mud and tuck myself away under there. I think I'd feel a lot safer. Also, I don't know how I'd feel about just sitting in the sun. That is incredible. Can you still see it moving, Seb? Is the wings just trying to flap? A little bit. That is so cool. That's why I love going on bushwalk. A little bit slow to start off with, but everything was nice and cold. It was fresh this morning. And now we're seeing all sorts of things. So cool. Oh, there's something else moving around here too. Every now and then I'm just looking to see if I can see. It might be little striders or something under the water. Or,
So you had another spider?
no. Oh, I have another spider in here. I don't know if it's I think it might be a buckspur spider, which is a spider that makes its web